The Phantom of the Opera is closing its doors on Broadway. Why? Let's ramble about it. Welcome to Shep Rambles, where I'm Shep and I tend to ramble. About what? Anything and everything. So, news has come out that the popular Broadway show, The Phantom of the Opera, will be discontinued and shut down. Why would this incredible show, that is popular and a fan favorite for many people, including myself, close for good? Let's find out. The Phantom of the Opera, the longest running show in Broadway history, and for many a symbol of musical theater, will drop its famous chandelier for the last time in February, becoming the latest show to fall victim to the drop-off in audiences since the pandemic hit. The closing is at once long expected. No show runs forever. Well, this one should have. And this one's grosses have been softening, but also startling, because Phantom had come to seem like a permanent part of the Broadway landscape. I agree. They've got a theater dedicated just for Phantom of the Opera. It's a period piece and a tourist magnet that stood apart from, all the other commercial theater marketplaces. But in the years since Broadway returned from its damaged pandemic lockdown, which has hurt a lot of stuff, the theater-going audience has not fully rebounded. And Phantom, which came back strong last fall, has not been selling well enough to defray its high weekly running costs. Let's not forget that a lot of the real estate there in New York City, the prices have gone up. That hasn't made things easier. A lot of people have had to close their businesses because of it. The show will celebrate its 35th anniversary in January, and then it will play its final performance on Broadway on February 18th, 2023. The cast, crew, and orchestra were informed of this decision on Friday. I sure hope they're able to find other work. Now, the show's going to continue running elsewhere. The London production, which is even older than the one in New York, it closed in 2020 at the height of the pandemic. But then they returned with, a little smaller orchestra and other cost-lowering configurations a year later. A new production opened up last month in Australia, and the first Mandarin language production is scheduled to open up in China next year. In addition, this is the cool part, Antonio Banderas is working on a new Spanish language production. I think that would be pretty cool to see. Phantom is an icon of 1980s Broadway, created by three of the most legendary figures in musical theater history. The composer, Andrew Lloyd Webber, the director, Hal Prince, and the producer, Cameron McIntosh. All were long devoted to this show. In 2018, when it turned 30 years old, they celebrated with a light show that was projected onto the Empire State Building. And this was in sync with parts of the musical score. Now, you may or may not know this, but Phantom of the Opera, it's based on Gaston Leroux's 1910 French novel. And I've read some of this novel, but I haven't quite been able to finish all of it. So, what do you think about Phantom of the Opera being closed? Have you seen Phantom of the Opera? Have you always wanted to see it, but you didn't have the money or the means to go out to New York City to see it? Let me know in the comments below. Hey, if you found this video informative, go ahead and click that like button. And consider subscribing and clicking that notification bell, because if you don't, the Phantom will get you. Thanks for watching, and have a killer awesome day.